Randonautica is a fairly new app used in TikTok challenges. You're supposed to set an intention, and then you receive a GPS location that should give you an experience that matches that intention. Studies are now starting to understand that intention can have an effect on outcomes. Most people go about their day with no clear intentions. It's just a routine set of actions, or vague intentions at best. But with the Randonautica app, people have experienced many things too strange to write off as a coincidence. Experiences ranging from inspirational to downright terrifying. Have the developers of Randonautica been spying on us? Or does the app just afford us a moment to create a clear intention and see it through? I'll let you decide. You know, I don't remember Vine challenges being this dark. But anyway, let's get into it. Number 5. TikTok user Taylor Vasquez, 66, was inspired to try randonauting after seeing other TikTok users' strange experiences. So she downloads the app, and it gives her coordinates to a spot about a mile away from her home. She plans to document what she finds and share it with her viewers. She's led to a wooded area near a creek where she discovers something pretty bizarre.
So I keep seeing that Randonaut thing all over TikTok, and I really want to try it out. So I just downloaded the app, and I found a location that's like 1.5 miles by my house. So I'm going to go check it out and see if I can see. All right, so I think I got to go this way down a creek. All right, this is what I found so far. Pretty creepy. I'll go see what that is. Okay, so I just opened up one of the photos, and it's whatever the that is. Then we have these random 3. This one's a It's Your Birthday with the snowman with, I don't know. And these 2 I just put together. It's like, play with me. Alright, I think it was just my imagination. I think I'm just hearing shit, but I'm trying to read these. I swear I'm friendly. Play with me.
Taylor comes across disturbing drawings that are scattered around the area that seem to have been drawn by a child. Once she posts a video to TikTok, one of her viewers said that she heard a little girl's voice say, "You hide, and I'll find you."
Play with me. Play with me.
While reviewing the footage, I also noticed this.
Gotta go. This way down. Gotta go. Gotta go.
A voice can be heard saying, "Quiet," along with something else that I wasn't able to make out. If anybody else can hear what was said, please feel free to leave it in the comments. A few days later, Taylor decides to head back to the wooded area to find out more about the strange drawings.
So I just hiked the mile back to that randonauting spot. Brought a flashlight as a weapon this time. As you can see, there's no one around me. I'm trying to go quick so that I don't waste too much time. The spot's right up there. I had to go. There was too much water on the other side, so I had to find a way back. So there's the cave, and then there's more of those fucking drawings. Okay, these drawings are creepy as fuck. I feel like I should just grab them all really quick. If they have messages on them, because then, like, those look like symbols. I'll just go like so that maybe this can help me figure out what they mean. Maybe there's meaning to them. I'm scared to stay that long. There's a fucking notebook. I'm taking that too. Alright, so I grabbed everything. Keep these. I don't really see anything else. So
She comes across even more of these creepy drawings, and once again, you can hear a little girl's voice.
Because then, like, those look like symbols.
The voice can clearly be heard saying, "You're not my family. You're gonna die if you don't go." When she posted the video to TikTok, her viewers pointed out some disturbing things.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time right now, but I saw this comment and I'm kind of hyperventilating, freaking out. This girl posted that she saw a fucking child in my video.
She's pretty shaken up about what she finds, but a few days later, she decides to go back and check the location one more time. This is what she finds.
Alright, I'm walking up on the spot now. I never see anything I don't see. What's that? What the fuck is that? Is that the fucking bag in the water? That was not here last time. What the fuck? What is that? Okay, so there's the bag. And then there's whatever the fuck that I'll go grab it. Okay, it's a fucking witch.
I'm not actually sure what to think about any of this, and if this is just a very elaborate hoax, I think whoever came up with this may still need to seek some professional help. But what do you think? Is this disturbingly real or disturbingly fake? You be the judge. Number 4. TikTok user Exposed Melrose was practicing driving with her boyfriend and decided to use the Randonautica app to give them a route to drive to. She mentioned that she didn't have time to practice during the day, so that means they would be driving to this random location at night. The route takes them to a park within a neighborhood that has a long road that dead ends. While parked, they see a suspicious-looking man looking in their direction, but very quickly it goes from general concern to all-out terror.
Wait. My fucking god, Michael, let's go. Please. Bro, I'm scared. Get out now!
The unidentified man pulls out a knife as he stares at them, and he can be heard screaming, "Paradise." If that isn't bad enough, then this happens.
Michael, I'm so scared.
He had a gun.
What the fuck?
What the f? That dude had a gun.
There's another guy?
Yeah, there were 2 guys. One like probably 50 yards behind the one dude, and we thought it was a gun, so we sped off and ducked our heads. So
As they drive off, they see someone pull out a gun and point it at their car, and her boyfriend can be heard telling her to duck down. They call the police and describe what just transpired. Her intention was to practice driving, but I'm sure she didn't want to do it under these conditions. Maybe just to be safe, you should be pretty specific about your intentions and what you plan to get out of it if you decide to randonaut. Number 3. TikTok user Tess Sorolin decided to try the Randonautica app for the first time. Once she gets to the location, she comes across a friendly cat who she decides to follow. The cat then leads her to her old roommate who just so happens to be sitting outside on the steps. Interestingly enough, it was a really positive experience for her, so she decides to try it again. But this time, she sets an intention. She sets her intention as inspiration and creativity, and right away she starts to be led to messages all around her with positive meanings. Once again, she's led to a friendly cat who approaches her and takes her to her final location, which continues with the theme of her intention she set. With each of these experiences only seeming to get better, she decides to go randonauting once more. This is what happens.
I went randonauting in the woods. One of my friends was worried, so I brought along a tea and texted her. I was a little creeped out.
Please don't take me to something creepy. Please don't take me to something creepy.
I got to the location. I hiked down a huge ravine to get to a swamp that I didn't even know existed. And it was beautiful. Things got weird when I found this rock and turned it over, and it said, "Say happy." Before I left for this randonaut, I texted my friend, "Happy mugs attract happy things."
Her third randonauting experience takes her to a wooded area. She seems a bit worried, and her friend is even a little uneasy about her going into the woods alone. But she stays positive and continues her trek into the woods. She comes across a swamp that she didn't realize existed. She mentions how beautiful it is. Then she comes across a rock with a smiley face on it, and on the back it said, "Say happy," which fell in line with the text message that she sent her friend. Happy mugs attract happy things. So just like her first 2 randonauting experiences, this seemed to have a positive outcome also. Or so she thought. When she posted the video to TikTok, one of her viewers left a comment that stopped her in her tracks. It read, "Google smiley face killer. Don't go back to that place alone." Why was this such a problem? Well, it seems Tess Sorolin hadn't posted one video in particular, because at the time, she didn't think it was relevant. This is what she captured. A man in a full bodysuit can be seen staring at her from a wooded area. Now, how does this relate to the smiley face killer? Well, the smiley face killer is a theory that has been attributed to an astonishing number of drownings that have happened across several Midwestern American states dating all the way back to the late 90s. A smiley face has been left at the location of many of the drownings, none of which were accidental. It is yet to be confirmed if there was a single suspect, multiple suspects, or if any of them are even connected. But the fact that Tess Sutherland found a smiley face right next to a swamp, then came across this suspicious character, is chilling to say the least. So what do you think? Did Tess come across an alleged serial killer site? Or was it all just a big coincidence? Number 2. TikTok user Matt Hall36 wants to try randonauting, even though he's a bit skeptical. Now, I want to preface this by saying this is one of the stranger randonauting videos, because it leads to a series of really strange events, but we'll get into that later. He downloads the app and receives a location into a wooded area near his house. It happens to be an ATV trail, so he brings his ATV along with him.
Alright, so we're at the location, and this is weird. There's a car just chilling in the woods. How did they even get in here though? Like, there's trees everywhere. There's no way a car could get in here. This car looks super old. What was that? Holy shit.
He's brought to an old abandoned car that seems to have been there so long, trees have grown around it. He starts to hear strange noises. Then he hears what sounds like the voice of a child saying, "Help me." After his first experience in reviewing his footage, he becomes more curious and decides to revisit the location. And things only seem to get stranger from here.
Alright guys, I came back to the location that I heard that voice when I was randonauting. See, there's the car there. Is anybody there? Guess not. Alright, I don't know if this means anything, but there's a shirt here, a water bottle. There's water in the bottle. There's like children's toys, like all broken. Like, alright, that's creepy. This is the middle of the woods. There should be nothing here. I'm so confused. Alright, other than the shirt and like the toys and stuff, there's nothing else here. I walked like all around the car, but I don't see anything else. That's all that's here. Is there anybody here? Guys, I think I just heard something. I'm starting to get creeped out here. It's getting dark out, so yeah, I'm not coming back here anymore. I just watched that back and I realized that it asked me to play a game. Don't go randonauting.
After finding a few scattered items, he hears a child's voice again say, "Want to play a game?" He mentions that he won't be coming back to this location, but after posting the videos to TikTok, his viewers encourage him to set an intention this time and try again. Going against his gut feeling about not going back, he takes their advice and tries again.
Okay, I wasn't even going to film this, but I cannot make this shit up. I wanted to try randonauting again, but on my last video, a lot of people told me that I had to set an intention before I went. So before I got my location this time, I set my intention as to find answers about the car in my last video. It literally gave me a location on the same trail as the car. On maps, the location is just like a little bit further down the trail than where the car is, so I'm gonna go check it out. Okay, well, we're here. This is just as creepy, if not creepier, than the car. So much shit in here. Looks like an old building. There's like a window there. It looks like a cross. Bag. A SIM card. Wait, so we found a cross, a picture, SIM card. And that shit. If there's any pictures on the SIM card that I found, I'll put them in another. So I looked through the SD card that I found when I was randonauting, and there actually was stuff on the card. I'm genuinely still kind of like freaked out about what I saw on it, but I'm also like really confused. There's only 3 pictures and 1 video on the card, but one of the pictures and the video are both pretty scary. The video is only a couple seconds long anyway, and there's nobody talking, there's nobody in it. But at the end, the video starts to like cut out, and I think you can hear somebody crying. Here's the footage from when I went through the card. Alright, let's see what's on the card. So it looks like there's 3 photos and 1 video on the card. I'm gonna get them off the computer and onto my phone so then you guys can have a better look at them.
At this point, he doesn't know what to make of his findings, and he just leaves it at that. But one night, he decides to use the Ouija board with his girlfriend. Now, I mentioned this Randonaut experience leads to a series of strange events. Well, this is what unfolds.
So me and my girlfriend were messing around with the Ouija board. It spelled out the word car, and I instantly thought about my Randonaut videos. We stopped playing after that because it kind of started to freak us out a little bit. Our fingers are barely on it. It literally just spelled out car.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Just later that night at around like 4 a.m., I got woken up by something really, really loud in the next room. It is literally like 4 a.m. And I just got woken up by the loudest like crashing noise in my other room. Dude, what? What the fuck? My chair, my paintings, what the fuck? My keyboard, what? Okay, no. I'm starting to think whatever was at those Randonaut locations followed me home. I'm pretty sure my house is 100% haunted. People were telling me that me and my girlfriend didn't close the Ouija board properly in my last video, and that we basically invited spirits into my house. We did say goodbye to the board, but at this point we already had our hands off once, and apparently you can't take your hands off until the board says goodbye back to you. We tried to use the board again to see if we could properly close the session, but we weren't able to contact anyone, and the piece never moved. And then yesterday, this happened. Okay, something just knocked over my chair again. I'm honestly getting sick and tired. What? Hello? Is there anybody here? If you're here, do something. No. So the other day I was home alone and I walked downstairs to go to my room. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I saw a shadow-like figure sitting in one of the chairs. The shadow disappeared pretty quick, but the chair was still rocking, so I took my phone out and started recording. Again, I was home alone. There was nobody else at the house, so what you hear at the end scared me enough that I stayed at a friend's house that night. I swear to God, I just saw someone sitting in this chair, and now it's rocking a little bit. Hello? Is anybody here? Oh my God. What do you want? I've had a lot of people reach out to me and try and give me tips on how to deal with the ghost. And I just want to give a big thank you because some of the things are helping. I did sage my house, and when the ghost is present, I'm trying to be as fearless as I can and tell the ghost to get out. The past couple days, a lot less things are happening, which is good. Normally, like 10 or more things happen every day, so there's a lot that happens off camera. But this clip here is one of the 2 things that happened yesterday, and that number's way lower than it used to be. I was just chilling, and this light just knocked over, just randomly. Are you still here? Do something if you're still here. Get out of my house, please. You are not welcome here. Get out of my house. Get out.
It seems that whatever he came across while randonauting has followed him home. Or he possibly just invited them when he used the Ouija board and didn't close it properly. He starts to document the extreme paranormal activity that's been going on around his home. Things get so bad that he ends up staying at a friend's house. But if that wasn't enough, one more thing happens that terrifies Matt, and he's still not able to explain it to this day.
There's literally somebody outside like dragging a bag at my work. No, sorry, I'm just recording in case something happens. I can't see his face. Where's he going? He's literally running down to the door. He's coming out to the door right now. See? Oh my fucking God! He's outside the door. He's outside the door right now. No, there's nowhere to hide in here. It's just this one room. The door is locked, but He's like behind the building now. I don't, can you just get here, please, really? Part 2. So yeah, I was working night shift at work, and the security cameras we have beep when it senses motion. It was pretty late at night and I heard the beep go off, so I went to go look at the camera. Somebody was dragging a bag right beside the building. I was pretty creeped out, so I went and grabbed the work phone and called 911. By the time I was on the phone with them, the guy walked up the road a little bit, but then he started to come back towards the building. This is when I started recording. After the video ended, he ran out of sight of the camera. I never seen him again after that. A bunch of cops came, they told me to stay in the building, and they searched the area for him. They said inside his bag just had a bunch of clothes, but some of the clothes had some blood on them, I guess. Anyways, they're gonna take that in for investigation. They took the security camera footage, and of course they sent me home that night because they didn't find him. But yeah, that's all I know so far. Hope that's a good enough update.
So what are your thoughts? Did Matt Hall 36 experience an actual haunting? Was this caused by his randonauting experience? Or was it all just an elaborate show for the camera? You be the judge. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and please make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on our weekly videos. You can also follow us on our other social media platforms here. That's our Facebook and our IGTV. And if you have any scary or creepy video clips that you'd like to send to us, you can email it to us at thefearnetwork.com with .com spelled out, and if we use a clip, we'll be sure to give you credit. Now, let's get back into it. Number 1. Paranormal investigation YouTube channel Joey Official has recently devoted an entire series to the locations given to him by Randonautica. In this episode, he revisits a graveyard that was given to him by the app. While graveyards are no stranger to paranormal investigations, what makes this one unique is that the most terrifying things that happen aren't even noticed by Joey Official. As he begins his investigation, pretty quickly, we as the viewer can tell that something is off.
Yo, did you guys hear that? I swear to God, it was like footsteps. Yeah, I'm so scared. Guys, everything's acting up.
Did you see it? As he walks past the doorway of the mausoleum, a shadowy figure can be seen standing completely still, staring in his direction. What's alarming about this is that if it's not a paranormal entity, then this could actually be a dangerous situation, because this means someone is watching Joey, and given the current circumstances, there's slim chance that they would have good intentions at this time of night. Joey decides to enter the mausoleum and attempts to make contact with any spirits that may be present.
I am by myself. This place is dangerous, and I'm here all by myself, and I'm asking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo.
Joey calls out to the spirits that may be present to communicate with him. Then, just moments later, a door can be seen closing behind him. Joey himself is obstructing the view of the door, so whether the door closed on its own or if someone pushed it closed is unknown. While this is extremely creepy, I have to reiterate that if he's not alone, this situation can turn very ugly very quickly. As he continues to explore the building, we find out that he's not alone.
I might just have to go outside. Maybe get some fresh air. I don't feel safe here.
What seems to be the same figure that was standing inside the doorway earlier silently watches Joey from the corner, and he never notices, although he does hear strange noises the entire time. Even though he hasn't noticed this figure that seems to be stalking him, he can be seen acting more and more uneasy as he gets deeper into the investigation. Finally, something happens that he can't ignore.
I'm out.
Joey Official hears a loud noise that shakes him so much he leaves his camera. He finally decides to bring this investigation to a close. So what do you think? Was this a ghostly spirit that manifested itself? Was it a person with evil intentions? Or something else? You decide. You can check out Joey's entire Randonautica series along with his other paranormal investigation videos over on his YouTube channel, Joey Official. Paranormal investigations are one of the few things where the best case scenario can also double as the worst case scenario. The whole point is to see or experience something supernatural. But if you do, it may have been something you weren't ready for. These are 5 paranormal investigation videos that didn't go well. Or did they?